Going live. Just pour my drink there. Need a drink. You need a good drink, don't you, eh? Good coffee. All right, I'm assuming we're live, eh? G'day, how you going? Ian Apples here, your acrylic guru from Australia. Welcome to my Friday Night Live, episode 67, I think we're up to now. Let me look at the sign there behind me. Yep, 67. This is a show where I come to you live every week, where I can connect with my followers and my subscribers on my YouTube channel here. Bit of connection where we can ask questions, talk, ask anything, okay? And as people are getting into the room, I do want to quickly just set up the what do you call it? A couple of links in my group and also in my where do you call it? Art group page, my face group page, okay? And I also need to do a bit of a sound check as well. So we'll just see how that's going to go.
Also need to do a bit of a sound check.
Oh, that's wonderful, that sound check. So I'm just going to grab the link and copy it and paste it into my group and my Facebook page. I had it all set up last week to do, and I forgot to do it when I finished the show, and I went on back onto my computer. I didn't even put it there, did I? Silly Billy me, but anyway. Okay, that's the group done. I've put it in the group, and now I'm putting it into my actual Facebook page as well. So people there, if they want to jump on board, they're welcome. And then once I finish this, we'll get on with the show. We've got like 30 odd people there so far, and I can see a lot of people saying stuff, which is great. All right, now I'll close those two pages so no notifications bother the show. And throughout the show, I like to acknowledge people that support my content and people that are asking questions in my YouTube channel. And those questions are getting less and less because I'm answering a lot of questions in my tutorials. This one here was one I did the other day, just showing you how to use the brushes that you get from me when you want these brushes. And it's pretty much a video to go with how to use them. That's if you want to paint and blend the way I do. Don't grab them. If you're painting and blending like Joe Blow or someone else that teaches on YouTube, totally different to me, because it won't work. Okay, all right, who we got in the room here? Shannon, Paul, Teresa. Let me just pull this across a little bit so I can get some of the questions. There we go. Teresa, Lisa, Joe, Luke or Luck 1800. Okay, and I'll start reading Sugar Cube. Good morning, Sugar Cube. Christine Terrell. Hello, Ian. Hello, everyone from Michigan in the USA. You are a great teacher, says Luck. I'm pretty sure it's Luck, 1800. Teresa Arts. There's Jules Pitham. I was able to get all, looking forward to trying them. Chris Duffy. Hi, Ian. Thanks for your tutorials on clouds. It was great the way you explained the different brushes, how you do your clouds. Yes, and I have those brushes here. These are the only brushes I use when I do my clouds, is these fan brushes, and they're hog bristle. Why I choose hog bristle, they're quite firm. Those water-based ones that when you wet them and they finger up like that, they're too soft and flimsy to try and get a cloud on, okay? And if you really want to master the art of blending clouds the way I do, and you've got yourself some brushes, watch that tutorial there. It was tutorial number where was it? I've got to go all the way back down here to load the page up. It was tutorial number 351. Love to know ways to highlight the focal point. On what? You need to tell me on what, okay? Sugar Q, good morning. Lisa Carroll, good morning, Ian and everybody. Joan Mendez, thank you for your lessons. You're welcome, Joe. Gwen, thank you for the wonderful videos. You're welcome. Thank you for watching them. Anthony Bezina, Anthony from Malta. G'day all the way from Malta. I got myself a nice big coffee here. First time on the chat, says Anthony. Good stuff. Welcome, and I'm glad you're here, and I hope you can be in some future ones as well. Paul Sinclair, love how natural and Oh, unrehearsed you are. Easy to follow. Thank you very much. I'll just try and be as natural as I can and try and be less intimidating as I can as well. Hello from Kentucky, Rod Miller. G'day, Rod. How you going, mate? Good to have you here. Teach how to highlight focal points or focal point on a painting, or are you talking about clouds, Luck? Hello and enjoy, Lisa Carroll. Nikki Sherpa, sorry. Could find dioxine purple. What should I add to my mauve to make it deeper? Could find or you couldn't find. Maybe you were trying to say you couldn't find dioxine purple. You can always do a YouTube search how to mix the appropriate color you're wanting to mix. Dioxine purple or a deep purple. There's so many tutorials out there that teach you to do it. I've never mixed it, so I can't sit here and tell you, well, you need to do it this way and that way. I don't have the answer to everything, unfortunately. Jules Pitham, how do you know how to gauge how much paint to put on your palette? Do you don't have too much or too little? Well, I don't. I just go by memory, and sometimes you've even seen me in my tutorials. I'm like, well, hang on, I just need a bit more of that because I didn't put quite enough down there. So I'm just hoping for the best with that. So yeah. On the focal point in a painting to bring light to the center of interest. Well, a good thing you're asking there. A good friend of mine, Len Hend, he knows a lot of science about art. He's a smart man to listen to as well. A lot of the old greats, they had yellows and ochres in the middle of their paintings to bring your eyes straight into that point, okay? I don't know if I have an example here, if I've accidentally done it or not. No, I don't really have any like bush scene landscapes or things like that on me at the moment. But if you have a middle highlighted, mainly yellow or yellow ochre, look at some of the greats arts there and you'll see what I mean. And Len Hen told me that many, many years ago, and he puts that point across in some of his lessons there. How do you know how to gauge? Read that one. Focal point, read that one. At Chalu Channel, thank you for sharing your skills in painting. I like your paintings. Thank you very much. Sugar Cube. Got me a good big coffee too. Good stuff. Not clouds, but focal objects. Well, there you go. I hope I answered your question there, Luck. G'day, Ben Gunn. Sharon, I've done 2 of your tutorials now. The first time at painting, it was, where'd it go? It was so easy. So thanks. You are welcome, Sharon Dryden. Welcome very much. April Tobin. Ultramarine blue and cad red mix for purple. There you go. Someone in the room can always answer your question besides me. Hello from Mexico City, says Javia. Nikki Sherpa. Will it be okay to use a water-based varnish on my acrylics painted canvas? Yes, you can use you can varnish your acrylics with a water-based varnish, or even with a solvent-based varnish. Acrylic can take that, okay? Joe Hess, your painting videos are an excellent help compared to others on YouTube. You're top-notch. Great teacher. Thank you for taking the time to help us. You're welcome, and thank you for that great feedback there, Joe. Melissa Garr, good morning from Michigan, USA. How do I get your brushes you use? These brushes that I use, if you want them, you just message me on Facebook. The links are in the description below. There's a link to my art group page. There's a link to my Facebook. There's links to quite a few things there. Message me and tell me I'm interested in the brushes. Allow time difference, because sometimes I'm not getting all messages. I don't know why. But they will eventually come to me. Okay. I'm from East Yorkshire in England, says Bernard Peregrine. Only subscribed last week and enjoying your videos very much. Many thanks, and keep up the good work, Bernard. I love that name. That's my cat's name. Little do you know Bernard Watson? I'm constantly walking around my house when he's there going, Bernard Watson. He's a wonderful little soldier boy, my cat. I love him. And I've got Steve and Mary Lou, which is Bernard's sister. Elisa Carroll is saying, Ian, I'm happy with the Atelier paints. Added a touch of retardo to every color, and using it like oils works like a charm. Yes, the quality of the brush, and not the brush, the quality of the paints makes a big difference, eh? Then it's also the quality of the surface you're putting it on as well. Find the medium with the right surface you can adapt your habits with, and you'll be creating magic every time you open up a tube of paint. Archilul Channel, thank you for the shout out. Please kindly show and teach us basic painting for beginners, some simple to make. Thanks and God bless. That's what I do in my channel there. Check out the link in the description below. There's like 12 there. There's one for my videos. It takes you to the playlist of all my videos on my YouTube channel. And there is quite a lot there for beginners to learn step by step. Now, hang on, Paul Sinclair. In photography, it's whatever is in focus is the focal point, as your eye is naturally drawn to it. Maybe sharper details in the painting creates a focal point and not simple colors. There you go. Paul Sinclair's answering a good question there for luck. Noreen Bridgman. G'day, Noreen Bridgman. Good to have you here. Welcome. Hello, everybody. I'm late. No, you're not. You're just here. That's wonderful. Shannon Dumont. When doing trees, how do you get air look in them? Mine leaves look like blobs of branches, or blobs on branches. Let me highlight that, and I'll go and find a good example here, which the sun rays is, write these down. All my videos are numbered. You just write in the number I give you, and then a space, and then my name, Ianapolis, in the YouTube search bar, and it'll take you to whatever video number you're referencing. So number 336, but an even better one than that is 330. Sun rays, how to paint in acrylic. The trees are showing the sky through them, and watch how I did that. And you can do it your way, whether it's a warm sky, a cool sky, a stormy sky, a night sky. You can do the same principle with different colors, making the skies not look like blobs. And it takes practice as well, okay? Hello, Ian. Happy Friday. Nusha Burks. G'day, Nusha. Welcome. Barry Radburn. Good evening, everybody. Sharon Dryden. Another Yorkshire man, Bernard Peregrine. Best part of the country. How to make fuchsia or hot pink? Does someone know how to make? I don't know what fuchsia is unless it's a color I've never heard of, or hot pink. You can add play around with colors. I've never mixed that color either. So if someone can answer that question for luck, 1800. Nick Sherpa, please teach us something relatable to the flaming June, in the same folds fabric. Not sure what you mean. Teach us something relatable to the flaming June in the same folds fabric. You'll have to tell me what you mean there, Nikki. Hello, Ian. Hello, everyone. Ian, you're the best guru on YouTube, in my opinion. Thank you very much there. Dave, Lisa Carroll. We have lost power in a bad storm here. Even the live on my phone is breaking up badly on my phone. We'll have to catch the replay. Okay, you take care, Lisa, catching the replay. What do you buy to make fuchsia or hot pink, or what to mix? Hot pink, that's more vibrant. You might have to put a bit of, I'm not sure. That's another search you'll have to do on YouTube, how to make hot pink, how to mix hot pink. Love you. Thank you very much, Nick Sherpa. Can I use the round glass from a microwave or frame glass as a palette for acrylic? So long as it's thick enough. A microwave glass is usually obscured, meaning it has a rough surface. You want a smooth surface. The best stuff for a beginner would be acrylic, like this stuff here, what this painting's sitting on. It's perspex, not glass, okay? It's acrylic, okay? That's a great material to use for a palette for beginners. Where are we up to? Luck. 1800. Fuchsia, you can mix crimson with a tad of ultramarine and white. Hot pink leaves out the ultramarine. Hot pink, leave out the ultramarine. There you go. Jules Pitham's answered your question there. Wonderful stuff. Noreen, glass chopping boards for cheap stores. That's what I use, says Noreen. Now I've got a question here. Hold your questions while I read some of this, otherwise you'll get missed. Grazilia, the difference between craft white and titanium white. Good question. The craft white, the student paint, the craft paint, that's this stuff in this big bottle here. It runs out like yogurt. You've seen that. It's not like the thicker, denser stuff in the tube like titanium white. This is more of a craft paint. It's more softer, not as dense. It can be more transparent as the one in the tube, okay? That is what craft paint is. What was it? The difference between craft. So if anything, it's more runnier and more weaker density, okay? What brush do you use to paint grass reeds? I've never done grass. I probably have, but I just use a liner brush if I can. Mine come out thick and have trouble thinning it upwards. Do you need to water down the paint? Yes, you do. You have that white inky, and that's something you'll have to practice. And as you're running it through the watery paint, you twist the brush to the edge of it so it's going along the hairs, and then you twist it up on your canvas as well. You're getting the brush and you're twisting it as you're making those long reeds. That's a procedure you're going to have to practice all the time, okay? Bright intense pink paint mix uses titanium white, cadmium orange and magenta oil paints. Now I want to say thank you to who we got here. Eileen Corral. I always get her name very hard to pronounce. Sorry about this. Corrals. I'll put it as Corrals. Eileen Corrals. Mark Legasic, Lita Thomas, Melvin Hill, Teresa Alfonso, and Lisa Carroll. Thank you very much for your support in the last week. These people have supported me in ways of purchasing art or becoming a patron or sending donation through on the PowerPay link down below. This is a super chat as well, so the super chat is also open as well for those people who like to support my content. And just remember, I have over 350 videos in my video channel here. The link's down below. It costs you nothing to watch them. They're all for free. Knock yourself out. And if you love a topic and you can't quite get it, just give yourself time to practice it and practice it. That's what it's all about. And then do the painting and you'll see the magic you can create. Because the main objective I like to do on my channel is like with these clouds are quite easy to do once you know you've been shown how to do them, okay? And if you think they're too hard, just keep practicing them. And you might make boo-moo mistakes where you think something's looking nice on your canvas, and that can be your cloud and you're happy with that, okay? That's why my main objective is to just give you the subject and teach you the most basic way you can paint it, the way I would do it anyway. Mark Legasic, what brush do you use to paint? I read that one. Elisa Langston, bright intense pink paint. Read that one as well. Barry Redburn, you might have to try a fluorescent red pink with white to make hot pink. Albert Kimino, hi from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Like your painting style, very helpful. God bless and keep it up. Thank you very much. Alicia Langston, can I use craft paint to keep the canvas wet until I get some retarder? Yes, if you don't have retarder and you have this, you can always put this underneath on your canvas there, paint that over it, and then do a sky. It tones your colours down so they're not so cartoony, vibrant and bright. Because to me, the sky is kind of this colour. I love cerulean blue. There's probably a better blue than that, but I love that colour blue, the way it looks. And that'll help if you don't have a retarder. And then you can do a bit at a time, not so much at a time. What kind of fan brush do you use? I use a hog bristle fan brush. They're nice and sturdy, and I use those for stamping the clouds on like this, just willy-nilly like that. Okay, you can see my stamp movements in them, just willy-nilly, and sometimes I'll give it a bit of a pull. I'll go like this and just willy-nilly. That's what's creating those clouds. Okay, and then these blending brushes, they're nice and soft on the end. You use them to just do all the blurring, the manipulating and smearing, and it's a procedure you have to practice within itself to get clouds looking like that. Okay, it's not that hard. It's just knowing what to do and then practicing to do it. Hello from Georgia, says Lillian Hatfield, USA. Good morning to all. Noreen Bridgman, used my new blending brushes yesterday. How did they go, Noreen? Oh, you're still practicing with them? That's right. I spoke to you during the week. Teresa. Do you know if there's a brighter or brilliant white, Ian? I'm not sure about that, but if you want that in your painting, do what I do, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other artists do it as well. Taint your whites. Like if you're painting, like say these clouds here, I could have it, they're tainted with a bit of the blue because the blue's still wet, but they're sort of bluey white. Or if you're going over some purpley colors, it's sort of purpley white. But then you leave the pure white pure to get your brilliant white, okay? For color mixing, do an online search and download the Magic Mixing Chart. It shows you how to mix colors under the sun. Yes, that's a good one, Jules Pitham. I have one in my art studio. It has a heap of colors down this side and a heap of colors underneath. And every square within that graph is a color. And if you might want the color over here, so it tells you, you go to that color there and that color there, you mix those two colors to create that color. It's a mixing chart. Look them up on YouTube. On Google Images. There's plenty of them there. Melissa Garr, can you mix titanium white acrylic with retarder and get the same effect as craft white for the sky background? You would probably have to, if your acrylic, if your titanium white is quite thick, you'd have to get some water and just bring it down a bit looser and then give it a go. I've never used it. I've only used this. I have used retarder in white, but not to do the skies the way I do. So water it down a bit just to get it the same consistency you've seen me use with this stuff, and then add your retarder and give that a go, and then put your sky color on and see how it works for you, okay? Little do a lot of yous know, the best way to answer your questions is to do it and see what's happening in front of you, okay? Have you ever done underpainting in, yes, I have. I've done yellow. I can't remember which tutorial. I think 318, how to paint the Taj Mahal. I'm pretty sure that was done in yellow first, not white. There are a few on there. Thank you. I've bought a couple of fan brushes that are too soft. Yeah, they're probably for watercolors. You want a good hog bristle if you want to stamp on the clouds the way I do. And sometimes I've got me paint on there and I'll use just the corner of it, and I can use the corner of the brush. It's just up to you how you want to use your tools in your art. Nikki Sherpa, if we are working with soft body paints or cheap paints, would it be better to paint the background after the center image gets painted? Normally, I paint from the back frontwards. That's how I do it. I would paint the background, then paint the image over that. But there's nothing stopping you from painting the image and then colouring in the background behind. I have done that with like portrait types of paintings. But for other stuff, I haven't. So it's totally up to you. Noreen, yes, with the good help of your cloud video. Good stuff. I'm glad it helped. put the new one on the group. Did put the new one on the group. Okay, I'll have a look. Joe Hess, I found a fan brush. You say hog bristle. Is that what you use? Yes, I found one, but it says synthetic hog bristle. Well, so long as it doesn't have to be. See this? Where are we? It's quite firm. It's not like those soft ones that plomp down straight away. It's quite firm. I'm showing it in this video. This video was number 351. Sanjeev Sakek, love you. I love you back, Sanjeev. Okay. Had a question. I read that question. So once again, I want to thank Elaine Carouse, Mark Lagassett, Lita Thomas, Melvin Hill, Teresa Alfonso, and Lisa Carroll for your support in the past week. Thank you very much, and it was much appreciated. Okay, what else is there? What is it? It's Friday night here. So for those people that's your first time here, I come online on my channel here, 8 p.m. Perth, Western Australia time, Fridays, live for 1 hour. It's my Q&A or my Friday night live, and it's just my opportunity to connect with my followers here and give you the opportunity to address me with anything or ask me anything there as well. Instead of me just being here and liking your comments and you're seeing what I'm doing on my channel, I like that opportunity where we can connect, okay? It's always good to talk to the bus driver, isn't it, eh? Teresa, you're welcome. Thank you, Ian. When using the blending brush to blend, you need to lightly swirl it around, correct? Yeah, that's why I'm telling you need to practice, because you'll once you've stamped the footprint of the cloud on there, you just start dabbing, twisting, manipulating, wiping the buildup off, and you just constantly at that cloud, creating a cloud, wipe it and do bits and see what's happening and look, and you'll get the feel, you'll get the gist of it. It's not that hard. It's just discovering what's there. You're welcome. Thank you. When using, read that one. Rod Miller, how much are the blending brushes and putter-on brushes to ship to the United Kingdom? Message me on Facebook, and all the relevant material, all that can be explained on a message in Facebook. These videos can become dated, so I'm not going to mention any details about that on here now, okay? Just simply message me on Facebook, and I can tell you there, okay? Ian, I left a question on Messenger and it was late. Have you answered it? Says Noreen Bridgman. I haven't been on Facebook for a few hours today, so I haven't seen it. So allow time difference when you send. Did you say you sent a question? I left a question. Oh, you left a question. I think I did see that. Noreen Bridgman. Here we go. Question for Friday Night Live. That big brush you use to steady your hand in is full of paint splashes. Have you ever used it to paint with, or just curious? No, I've never used it. I don't even know why I bought it. I just bought it because I thought I might have needed it back in my early days. But it's quite long. I think it's for water paints, actually, watercolors. But it's quite long, so it's just something I can rest my hand on and do that with. So thank you for reminding me of your question there. I just got to close Facebook now because I don't want it beeping. Oh no, I've got the volume down. That's okay. Thank you, Ian. Okay, thank you, says Rod Miller. You're welcome. Nikki Sherpa. Please teach us how to paint the portrait of Marilyn Monroe, the one you have painted. Well, that's what the tutorial's for. You watch the tutorial and you can learn to paint it from there. Now, if you haven't painted portraits before, just remember, portraits are not for everybody. Not everyone can do portraits. If you feel you want to do them but you can't do them, just turn them into abstract, okay? But not everyone can do portraits. I'm not the best at portraits. I reckon I'm a bit okay-ish, but that's about it. Okay, so give it a go. Watch the one of Marilyn Monroe there. There's quite a few portraits in my video catalogue there. I found the key to your blending is to use the corner, then use the base for the bums. Absolutely. I sometimes get this edge here, which let's just say, there's the brush. This is a big microscopic looking of it that way, okay? So I get the edge and I use that to rub in the bums like I did here, just a little bit, and then continue up. That's to try and get something look like it's coming over your head instead of just a flat curtain of clouds on the back of your canvas there. Read that one. I found the key, read that one. Sorry, Ian, late arriving. You're welcome, Kevin Brown War. You're here, and that's good stuff. Where are we? We've been going for half an hour. So as I was saying before, I keep this show for about an hour. Sometimes it might dribble over an hour, but if it's really getting stale, it can close within, if just nothing's going down, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's quite a weird night tonight. I'm not hot and I'm not cold, but I feel like I'm both. It's weird. Anyway, sweet sugar cubes. Your clouds in that painting looks wonderful. Thank you very much. That's the one I did just the other day. Was that live? It was a live painting, yes. Because what I did that to show people, because people have been asking me about these brushes to blend clouds the way I do. So I mainly did this video to show you how to put the cloud on the canvas and how to blend that cloud on the canvas, okay? It's a great video to watch and study and try and master if you want to paint clouds and skies the way I do. If you like someone else on YouTube style and it's totally different to mine, well, that ain't probably going to help you. It's probably give you some ideas, but you need to follow one person for their clouds, someone for their trees. If someone's doing a great water reflection style and you love that, master that style and keep it as yours as well. You paint good, says Anne Byland. Thank you very much. And Rod Miller, have you decided what to put in the foreground of that painting? You know what? That's funny you asked that, Rod, because when I was sticking it on this bit of acrylic here tonight, I was thinking, what am I going to use it for? It's an awkward one because I made the horizon line here, and you pretty well can't put much there. If I put something here, I don't know, let's just say some land, or it's going to look weird. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it. Any hints and tips would help. If you have an idea, take a photo of it and put something in front of it and go, I reckon here's what you can do with it, Ian. That's an idea. I'll leave it up to you. I will keep it, though. There's been a few background demonstrations that I've done, and I have kept them. One day they'll come in handy. I don't know when and where, but I will be keeping that one as well because it will come in handy for something. Ooh, Nina Tink Treasure. Hello, Ianapolis, and all in chat, says Nina. G'day, Nina, and welcome. Susan Chambers. G'day, Susan. Kevin, I love your cloud tutorial. We'll try once I can get back in my painting room. Okay, good stuff. Sweet sugar cubes. I'll catch the replay on that. I'm struggling with clouds and I love those. We'll check on your brushes on Facebook later. Yes, if you do want to inquire or ask about them, just simply message me on Facebook. At the moment, I'm just going to check here. I don't have anyone inquiring yet. Facebook's changed its layout. I used to be able to see old ones. Now I'm going to message requests, and there's no requests there asking about them as well, because sometimes I feel I'm losing. I've seen some comments in my group, and they said they've sent me a message about the brushes, and I haven't received it. So I go to their actual Facebook page and go to their message, then I can see it, but it never come to me. I don't know why. What are your other hobbies you like to do besides painting, says Joe Hess. I'll read the one before that first. Nina, thank you. Okay, I read that one. What are your hobbies besides painting? I used to like mucking around with cars, but I don't really get to do that anymore. I don't know. I've just become old and boring, I suppose. I like building construction. I love that sort of stuff. Love it. Floating island. There you go. Yeah, but that's like a fantasy. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, well, we'll keep them ones coming. How do you make it look like sun rays are shining white or yellow color? Says Melissa Gar. How do you make it look like sun rays are shining? I've done a tutorial on that. Where are we? Back down here. It is tutorial number. Gee, I've done a few since then. My goodness. Where is it? 330. So type in 330 space Ianapolis in the YouTube search bar, and it'll take you to that painting, and watch how I've done the sun rays there. That's the way I do them. Okay. Trees coming out. So Anne Byland, the price of the pencils in Sweden. I'm not sure what you mean there. The price of the pencils in Sweden. What are you trying to? You're going to have to put the whole sentence together there instead of part of it. Anne Byland. I'm not sure what you mean. The price of the pencils in Sweden. Sweet sugar cubes. I hate the new Facebook layout. Yes, they always got to change things. Even like you're used to something on your phone or something, and then within time, bang, they change it, and you got to work out the new. YouTube's a bugger for that. I was so used to YouTube Studio where you do your videoing and that. Then they keep changing that, and it's but you got to keep up with the times. I just sent a message about the brushes, said Rod Miller. Okay, well, let me just go and check in Facebook. No, see, I don't have any message. Oh, here we go. New message request. So I'll click on there. And I have to scroll down. Just bear with me a minute, people. I'm just looking for a message. It said there's a new message request in here, but I can't see it. I can't see it, Rod. You'll have to try it again while I'm still on the show and see if we can get back to it. I'll refresh that page, see if that does something to it. I don't like the new Nina Tink treasure. Ian, I said put hot air balloons in that painting. Oh, sorry. And also you can taught me how to make clouds and I stick to it. How do you do it? Perseverance, I suppose. But yeah, hot air balloons is a good idea. Shannon Dunant. Deborah. Now, Deborah Bolchun, are you on the chat here? I've just got a message from her. Shannon Dumont, have to run, but we'll definitely check those videos out. Thank you for the tips. You're welcome, Shannon. Teresa Gross, thank you very much for your support. Cyber hugs and kisses to you, sweetheart, for your super chat donation there. Much appreciated, and thank you very much. Elisa Lanston, thank you. Agree, sweetheart. I've always got to mess things up. Nikki Sherpa, where can I find your Marilyn Monroe tutorial? All right, I'll tell you what number it is. Okay. How many, what kind do you, also how much? Okay, let me finish it after the show. My Marilyn Monroe tutorial is, it's way back in the old studio. It's a black and white. Okay, Michael Jackson's a black and white. It's number 17. Okay, number 17. So type in 17 space Ianapolis in the YouTube search bar and you will find it. Okay. All paintings related to moon, clouds, moonlight over water are amazing. Thank you very much, Sabina. Teresa, love your style of teaching. Thank you very much. Your price in Sweden, many. Not quite sure what you're meaning. My paintings as of this date are $85 US. That includes all shipping and handling and labeling to your place, wherever you live in the world. It doesn't matter if it's Sweden, England, America, wherever. I'm not sure what you're asking there for, though, Anne, but my paintings are $85 US. Message me on Facebook about the brushes if you want to know how much they are. I added, and I will tell you, I'm only the price that creates these brushes. You also get this putter-on brush as well. That's what you get, okay? So I've got this together for you. And what creates the price of these is the packaging, the labeling, the postage, and the fees. All that together adds up to the price, what I'm charging for these. I'm not making nothing out of it. There's probably like $1 or $2 in change that might end up in my pocket, but I'm mainly putting this together for you people out there that want to paint clouds the way I do. I added you on Facebook as well. Might susceptible then be able to send the message. Okay, so yes, Rod Mill. I'll just look for that on there. Then this is. Let me go back here. Friend requests. Here we go. Confirm. Because I get hundreds of messages on Facebook. Friend requests, but I don't add them unless they're really. Here we go. Deborah. I'll leave that up. Now, where did that Rod Miller go? I'll see if I can send him a message. Now, here we go. See, I can see your message now, but for some reason it wasn't coming in my feed. Hey, Ian, I watch you on YouTube. How much the brushes shipped to Kentucky? Okay, I'll get back to you after this show. There's two people there I've got to get back to. Okay, where were we up to? You price of your pencils in Sweden. I've read that one. Good day, Ian. Trying to figure out which of your tutorials to do next. Love them all, says Sue Patter. Yeah, there's just so many. Just take your time and enjoy your journey. I think she means the price of brushes in Sweden money. I'm not sure. You have to. That's why I use US dollars, because you can convert any currency to US dollars. You just go online and convert it. I'm not sure what my dollar rate is with Sweden, but I know what it is with the US dollar. So that's why I use US dollars. Okay. You'd have to go on. Let me just see if I can help you here, sweetheart. I do have converter here. Hold off on your questions for a minute while I do a bit of math here. US dollar. So that. Oh, get off there, you dag. Okay. So I'm just now. I've got to find Sweden. So Swedish krona. Okay, so it's about 321. I'm assuming that's you, Swedish krona. I'm not sure, but message me on Facebook and we'll sort something out there. It's a bit hard to do all that in the middle of my show here. Yes, I mean that. Okay. Please touch us some more figure paintings like the Beach Girl. Yes, I can. They come few and far in between. The reason being the Beach Girl, I'm assuming you mean the one on the Volkswagen car, the VW. Where is that beautiful painting? I like it. But for some reason, paintings like that, where is it? Like me surfing koala, me lorikeet, rainbow lorikeet and all that. They don't get the views. It's just simple, effective little tutorials that get the views. There is, yeah. So, but they come and go as I go through. So stay with it. What size is the yellow put-on brush? The only one I could get was the 1.5 inch one. The yellow one is 2 inch, 50 millimeter, 2 inches. Okay. And this is You see a lot of the artists using the flat brushes, the brights and that. You'll see them painting a sky on, but they could be dancing around there for all afternoon. That's why I love this brush. It don't muck around. If you want to get it on there, bang, get that on so you get your next layer on before it dries on you, because acrylics can dry quite quick. So you're sort of under the pump. I love your teaching style, says Susan Chambers. You're very easy to learn from and a pleasure to listen to. Thank you very much, Suzanne. Suzanne. Rod Miller, thank you. I sent you a pic of our beautiful North Carolina clouds. Did you receive it, says Charlene Barrett. By the way, you are an awesome artist and teacher. Thank you very much, Charlene. A lot of people send me photos during the week, so I don't really know which one's yours, sweetheart. I'm sorry, but I probably did see it. But, yeah. You can Google currency exchange rates on Google, says Alicia Langston. Yes, that's what I do. It gives you a thereabouts figure. It's not the exact. Nikki Sherpa, what is the best substitute for cadmium yellow medium? Can you use golden yellow for it? Not sure. Really don't know. Cadmium yellow, because Indian yellow is a bit more orangey and deep yellow. I don't know if you can try and tint down some deep yellow, but I've never had to try and find a substitute for that. I've just found yellows. Thank you. Great to see you this morning, says Sue Patter. You're welcome. Teresa. Okay, thanks, says Anne. Jean-Francois du Bois. Bonjour de France. Welcome. Jules Pitham. They had run out of 2-inch ones, so I might try the one I was able to get. No problem. I agree, Susan. How many people guessed the change of blinds in the studio, says Noreen Bridgman. Oh, I don't know. But I know you did. You messaged me, but there's one video I just asked, does anyone notice a difference? But yeah, it was, I just put up new blinds in there. Now I have a French question here, or comment from Jean. So where's my Google Translate? Let's go back there, detect it, and I'll just see what they're saying. Too bad I don't understand English too much. That's okay. You can hit the subtitle. There's a subtitle below. You can press that if you're watching it on a desktop and see the subtitles maybe. I did, says Alicia. Philippe Belter. Hello from Paris, France. G'day and welcome from Paris, France. G'day and welcome. Question, can I mix metallic glitter powder in my varnish to give it a shimmer to my canvas? I suppose you bloody well could. Or if you want to give it a shimmer in the water, just do it over the water bit, but give it a go and see how it works. I've never thought of that, but I'm pretty sure it'll do something wonderful on your canvas for you. I'm going to have another mouthful of me coffee here. Bye from Sweden. You take care, Anne Byland. Where else were we up to? Yeah, Facebook's got me boggled with all these. Their messenger doesn't get through. Because I remember the old Facebook. In my messenger, when I opened them up in Messenger, it'll say message requests. I'll go in there and there's a heap of messages from people that weren't my friends asking me about paintings and whatnot. And I was able to answer them. Now it's the new layout. I don't get that anymore and I'm losing messages from people. So if you join my group, you need to tell me you met me on YouTube, answer the questions and you'll get accepted into the group. Message me on Facebook if you can and tell me you saw me on YouTube as well. Then I will add you as a friend. I don't just add anybody as a friend. Where are we? So many more Europeans now that you changed the time. Good stuff, says Noreen Bridgman. Yeah, well, I had to change the time because this suits me a lot better. Where are we going? 48 minutes. It suits me a lot better this time of the evening on a Friday because Saturday mornings or Saturdays I'm quite busy, and it was a bit much to get up a lot earlier and get under the pump, get all this set up and sorted, and then pack up and then get on with the rest of my day. So that's why I changed it. And it's either going to benefit some and less others, and the other way around did the same, vice versa. It benefit others and less of some. Adam Benique. Hi, Ian. Love your style and chatting. Great entertainment. Good stuff, Adam Benique. Thanks for the gift of painting ability I never knew I had. From Cape Town, South Africa. Good evening and welcome, Adam Benique. Welcome. I'm glad you're here, and I hope you're here for many other shows to come. Joe Hess. Great show as always. Something to look forward to on Friday mornings. That's good stuff. Good to hear. Nikki Sherpa, goodbye from India. You have a great day in India there. Melissa Gar. What time is it where you are, Ian? Thank you for all you are teaching. Well, at the moment, it is 7 minutes to 9 in the evening, Friday evening. Okay? I don't even have a clock here I can show you. 7 minutes to 9, Friday evening. Thanks for answering my questions. Bye from India. You're welcome, Nikki. Sav163. Hi, Ian. Oh, this coffee gives me the hickety-hups. Have you had a go at making your own paints from pigment? No. If so, what meat do you mix with the pigments? Yeah, no, I don't make my own. I'm too busy to make my own. If I got time, I probably might have. But yeah, it's just as easy to go and buy them. Okay. It'd be different if I had a lot of customers that were buying the paints that I made, but I ain't no scientist, and if something goes wrong down the track, it can always come back on me, and I'm the one at fault. So I'm not going to get into that. There's professionals out there doing that. Okay. Where else would we? Hi, Ian. That was from Sav163. I do know there are people out there that make their own, but hats off to them if they got the time and ability to do that. Everyone has their own niche. Catch you later. Thanks for the info. Jules Pitham, you're welcome. Crackerbox Pallet. Darn, missed you. Had a Facebook group. Just asked to join. Oh, hang on a minute. Didn't realise you had a Facebook group. Just asked to join, says Sugar Cube. You're welcome. Darn, missed it. Had to remember to check, says Crackerbox. Yes, I have a Facebook group, Sweet Sugar Cubes. So it's in the link below. Hit that link. It'll take you there. Answer the questions and say you met me on YouTube. Teresa, thanks for the Q&A and answering my question. Look forward to my brushes. Happy Sunday to you later. Yes, your package went out this morning. I've posted that, and I'm pretty sure I sent you the tracking number. So thank you once again, Teresa. Teresa Alfonso, Lisa Carroll, Melvin Hill, Lita Thomas, Mark Lagasic, and Elaine Carauas. Thank you for your support. My first time catching a live stream. Nice one, mate, says The Turtle Project. Good stuff. Good to have you here, Turtle Project. Kristen Tyree, hit the thumbs up. Thank you for making time to answer questions each week. You are a fantastic teacher. Looking forward to trying some of your tutorials as I am now unemployed. Okay, sorry to hear that, Kristen. I hope you get back into employment soon. It's always healthy and great to have a job and income. Vicky Alone. Can we paint portraits only hands? Hang on. Can we paint portrait with only hands? If so, can you show us? Can we paint portraits with only hands? What do you mean? Well, I'm pretty sure you're going to use your hands to paint the portrait. Or do you mean, can you paint portraits of just a hand? Absolutely, you can. can you show us? Well, I probably can if that's what you're asking. Good idea. A hand. You know, that was one of the first things I drew when I can remember when I was young. I looked at my hand like that. Because me and my mate, we're in primary school, but we wanted to open up our own fruit and veg. And I was drawing the sign, and I remember drawing it, and that was the arrow. I can remember that still like it was yesterday. Hit the thumbs up, folks, says Cracker Box. Yeah, you're welcome. That's okay. Thumbs up from me. Alicia Lang, thumbs up for being an awesome guru. Thank you very much. Carol Halpin. Hi, Ian. Just curious. Since gesso is similar to chalk paint, yes, would it be okay to use chalk paint in a pinch? I would like to join your group as well. Well, answer the questions in there. Say you met me on YouTube and you'll be accepted in there. I'll let you in there. Would it be okay to use chalk paint in a pinch? I'm not sure what you mean. Would you be able to use chalk paint in a pinch? That's what you've written. Or do you mean, can you use a pinch of chalk in your paint to make a gesso? If you don't have a gesso, go down the local hardware store and buy a tin, doesn't have to be a big one, a small one, of sealing white. That's all gesso is, sealing white. They paint your ceilings within the house. It's a flat, chalky white paint. Vicky Lone, without using brushes or palette knives. You did ask something before. Can we paint portraits with only hands? Can you show us? Without using brushes or palette knives. I don't know what you're trying to mean there, Vicky. You'll have to say even if it's a long one, just write down, okay, what I'm trying to say is this. Boom, 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 and write the whole thing there instead of bits and pieces. It's just that I'm reading so many in between and I'll lose track of what you were saying before, okay? Ciao from Italy, Bologna. Ian, thanks for your tutorials, and the last is fantastic. Thank you very much. Sylvia Vinci. Teresa, yes, you did send me the tracking number. Thank you very much. Do you also answer questions if we message on Facebook in the group? Yeah, you can. Don't ask me questions in Messenger. Put them in the group and I can address them there. And if I haven't addressed them, they'll be written down and addressed in this show as well. So put them in the group as well. Thank you, Ian. I like your answer. You're welcome. Vicky? I think they meant instead of gesso, it's Cracker Box. Carol Happen. Lowell. When you are out of gesso, what is what I meant? Sorry, American term, I suppose. Yeah, when you're out of gesso, go and grab yourself some sealing white. But if you've got chalk, see if you can, or talcum powder, I don't even know, try that. See if that'll dull down your acrylic paint there. Would love a tutorial on Michelangelo's hands. Oh, you mean like that sort of thing there, touching the... Yeah, I know what you mean now. And look into that, Laura Lou. Laura Lou. The Turtle Project. I think Vicky means finger painting. Yes, you can do finger painting. Is that what you mean? Marilyn Lynch, when she said in a pinch, she means if nothing else, can she use chalk? Well, I think they put chalk in gesso when they're making it anyway. So you can use chalk. If you've got chalk dust or powder, yeah. Ceiling paint instead of gesso. Wow, I got 41 of that sitting in the shed. No more gesso. Yeah, we'll go and give it a good stir, and if it's still good, put it in another container and use it there regularly. Give it a constant stir because it'll settle at the bottom. Chalk paint, not just chalk. Yes, okay. Yes, says Laura Lou. Vicky Loney or Lone. I mean, how to paint with using only fingers. Will you teach us? Oh, probably not, because I don't paint with my fingers. So how am I going to teach you something that I don't know myself? Yeah, it's just something you can probably, I don't know, do a search, see if someone is teaching people how to finger paint on YouTube. But I don't paint with my fingers. I learned how to paint with using only fingers. I've read that one. I meant Ben Gunn. I think Ian was saying you can use decorative emulsion paint. Decorators emulsion paint. I don't know if that's your other meaning of sealing white, but you can use sealing white as gesso. That's all gesso is, sealing white. We've got 10 minutes to go, everybody, so just let you know. Who's that? Kenneth? All these, they're friend requests. I'm just looking over here. I'll leave those messages sitting up there so when I'm finished here I can get to them. What else is there? I can go to I can do that while I'm waiting for some more questions there. And I'll give, where is that? I'll copy and paste that. Copy it. Close that. We call sealing paint emulsion paint in the UK. Oh, well, there you go. I've never heard of it be called emulsion paint before. I don't know why they would call it that. But anyway, I've learned something new. Thanks, Ian. Please tell me how often you are live on YouTube. I do my Friday night lives like this every Friday, 8 p.m. Perth time for an hour. So it goes from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Perth, Western Australia time. And then sometimes during the week, if I have time, like I had time for this one, I'll do a live painting. But there's no schedule for that because I've already got a full-time job on the roofs, roof plumbing, gutter cleaning, gutter replacements, and all sorts of stuff like that. And so when I've got time, I'll quickly go up and do a live painting, and I will post the link onto my Facebook group saying live painting now. It gives members an opportunity to be alerted as well. Hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you'll get notified every time I put up new content, because we are English. Okay, what was I doing on here now? Yes, back to here. I've got to give that, paste that to Rod brushes, and I've got to give this one to Deborah Balchin. I've always loved those colours for your skies. That's over your left shoulder. Indian yellow. What do you mean Indian yellow? There's no Indian yellow. We're not over your left. Oh, this one. Yeah, this one. That's my left shoulder. Yes, I'm thinking right. I'm an idiot, aren't I? Which one's left? That's the letter L. That one's left. Yes, Indian yellow, red gold, which is an orange. Now, see, I done a mistake in that painting, but I just did it anyway. When you do a painting like that, right, just see you got your horizon, then you got your sun setting colors. See, so from the horizon, get here, all the way up to there, that should have been about to that height to be more realistic, okay? It's just too bloody much, but it is what it is. I buggered it. Keep them a bit lower. Next time I do one, I'll keep it a bit lower if I remember. Thanks, Ian. I will be following you, says Vicky Lone. You're welcome. Thank you for joining me. Jules Pitham. Ian, what is the best way to clean brushes of a wooden pallet? To clean paint of a wooden pallet, as mine is gunky, or should I ditch it? Yeah, I wouldn't really use a wooden pallet. It can be quite difficult to clean once it's hardened. The best stuff is acrylic, perspex or glass. Okay, paint the undercolor grey or white so you can see the colors you're mixing on there. That's what I would use. I did buy myself a wooden one, but I've only used it a bit, but it's just snot. I can't comprehend using wood myself. But the best way you can probably try and clean it is get Windex and spray it very generously on top there, and then give it about 30 seconds just to whatever, wrinkle, and then try and scrape it off. So there you go. But you'll probably dig into the wood and you want to feel like throwing it over your shoulder. So that's all I could say there. Pauline Foy. Hi, Ian. I just joined in your first time in live on the York Peninsula in SA. I love your videos. Thank you very much. I love your comment there, Pauline Foy. Good to have you here. Vicky Lane, I have one more question. No problem. What if I want to paint horror painting? Can we do that? If I want to paint a horror paint, you can paint whatever you want. If you want to paint a horror painting, paint a horror painting, all right? It's that easy. My cat just came and brushed me against the leg. Which one is it? Oh, Bernard Watson. You paint whatever you want. It's easy to clean. It's easy to clean up. My grandkids use it, but it's full of paint now. I think I will ditch it. Yeah, you might as well ditch it, Jules. Marilyn Lynch, alcohol might work to clean the wood. What's the matter, Bernard? Okay, I'm going to start wrapping this up. So if there is no more questions coming in, I'll just quickly say once again, oh, excuse me. A big thank you to Elaine Carouse, Mark Legasic, Lita Thomas, Melvin Hill, Teresa Afonso, and Lisa Carroll. Thank you very much for your support in the past week. Was much appreciated there. Annette Allen. Some people cover their palette with plastic wrap each time they paint, then throw it away when done. Yes, I know. I'd rather just, if I'm going to do a painting, I'll commit myself to that painting. I'll set the colors up for it. And if I know I'm going to finish it in that sitting, I'll do what I've got to do. But if I think I'm not, well, I'll just put the sky colors down and go with that. But people have so many different habits and ideas and different ways of doing things, okay? So it's up to the individual. Rod Miller. Sand it, then start using something to cover it. Or just get a glass one. Have a great night. See you next week, says Joe. See you next week, Joe. PX. Thank you, Ian. Blue eyes of an artist. 3 cheers. Much love from Sydney. Stay safe. Or thank you very much, PX. EXX. No, EXE. Laura Lou, thanks, Guru. Thank you, Laura Lou, from the Guru. Jules, I cover mine with foil and cling wrap because it's easier to clean. Carol Halpin, love your show. Thank you very much. Thank you, Carol. Ben Gunn, I use old dinner plates. Yeah, I used to use dinner plates back in the early days. They're not bad. Use a piece of tempered glass. There you go. But Grandies use the wooden ones, I think, with back of them using plastic plates, sorry. LOL from Rod. All right, I'm going to get going now. We have a fabulous weekend, everyone, and thank you also. Well, thank you very much for joining my show. I'm glad you were able to come in and sit with me this week. If you're watching the replay, be sure to check out the links in the description below and get familiar just with what links I do have there. If you're not a member of my art group, go to the Indianapolis Art Network link and request to become a member there, okay? And I'll see you next week. And just remember, if you like what I'm doing, you make sure you tell your friends. But if you don't like what I'm doing, tell everybody, all right? All the best. Goodbye, good luck, and good on you. Nah, it wasn't frozen. Anyway, where are we up to? I'm just watching the replay there. If it's all the best, goodbye, good luck. Yeah. I'm just seeing if it's. Oh, it did look frozen. Yeah, that was all right. Thank you so much, Ian. Great live. Thanks. Have a great weekend. Have a great, wonderful weekend. All right, I will. Thank you for joining me. It's finished. It's now I've got to pack up. Yeah. Subscribe, share, like, and subscribe. Yeah, share, like, and subscribe. Thanks for another great show, Ian. Bye. All right, see you all later. How many people got in? I didn't even get to see how many people come in. Well, it's an hour and 10 minutes it's been going for now. I was looking at the wrong time. I was looking at the people in the room, not the time, you dilly-dally. All right, I better knock off now in the stream, and I will say it's Uru from the Guru.